do you find yourself finding different audience? Well, the audience will definitely be different audience, but we are
Yeah,
talking about the same, as you say, it's always metal, but there is
yeah,
all this melodic music will probably go to a different audience than those who are
yeah,
into Gothic, I guess. So
yeah.
how do you feel about these fans that you basically you're gathering two type of people at once? So how do you feel about that? Do you think do you think that this connects them, maybe knowing that you are not here or there,
Actually,
you are just involved?
yeah, this is an interesting question because, yeah, of course, some of them likes and follows both of my projects, but not all of them.
Mm,
I can say that some people are more into Walking Darkness and some other people's are more into Kalidia. But of course, having both band with me on vocals, it happens that some fans of Walking Darkness also listen to Kalidia because
I
of
see.
me, and of course, likewise on the other side.
I
So
see.
it can happen that people discover one of my band because they heard me listening on the other, and I think that's a good thing, and they can listen to my two version of singing metal.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. To me, as a viewer, as a listener, from the outside, all I can say is that it's a very it's a wonderful lesson, because sometimes we are
Thank you.
stuck to the idea, oh, is this singer, is this type of music, and we project that that's all we are going to see. And then there are other parts of you which
Yeah,
makes you a person, right? We are more than just this one thing on stage. So I
absolutely.
think it's a wonderful lesson that you are giving us, having
Thank
these
you.
two sides, and you're showing these two sides, and it's you are the same original singer on stage.
Yeah.
I'm being just as honest as I can. I hope that doesn't sound like, it's not just a compliment, it's really what I see from the outside, and that, so
Thank you.
I appreciate that. And speaking of
Yes.
Kalidia,
Mhm.
oh, sorry, if you were gonna say something.
No, 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 no. Just go on.
I was just going to talk about Kalidia, actually. I
Okay,
was going
perfect.
to talk about Kalidia because I know, basically, I am more into the other side of Walking Darkness. I mean, I started with Walking Darkness, but then
Yeah,
of course, I discovered that there was Kalidia as
Khalid.
well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there is a lot of gaming involved there. And so I'm curious about this part of you, the gamer. I guess
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
we call you gamer?
Yeah, well, I
Okay.
used to be when I was younger, but because nowadays I don't have much time. But of
I
course,
see.
also yesterday I was playing World of Warcraft, so yeah,
Okay.
I still try to
I
do
see.
some little nerding session.
I see.
Yes, I'm a huge fan of video games,
I see.
especially role playing game or strategy game, and Warcraft and World of Warcraft were really a huge part of my times in high school and university. I really enjoy play those kind of games, and mainly I love the fantasy themed or medieval themed game.
I
So
see. So was
really, I've
games
been
first or music after, or vice versa, the other way around?
no, well,
What
actually, music has always been my
music always
first
first?
priority, of
Okay.
course, if I have
Well,
to
it
pick
could
one
have
of
been,
them. Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you.
But yeah, I found actually I'm still finding a lot of inspiration from video games about topics I want to talk about in Callidium music. That's why we have this our second album is called The Frozen Throne, and also our the title track of the album was really a massive success. Because of that, a lot of people recognized that that song was about the video game, and we got a lot of comments, and people were really so excited about that. So I was happy about the result. And actually, I also wrote another couple of songs about Warcraft in the new album, and also there are gonna be another couple of songs about other video games, but it's
Oh
still a
wow, that's
secret.
amazing. So this is all upcoming stuff that we're getting anticipated. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is awesome. Some people might not know this, but I've been researching on it since I am sort of new into Kalidia, and I found out something amazing. Few bands are as brave, as courageous as you guys did with the first album, because you basically re-edited this album, re-recorded
Yeah.
it, right? This is what you did. You
Yeah,
recorded it.
actually, yeah, we released our very first album in 2014, and actually it was our very first experience in studios. So the album doesn't have the you know, the top quality of the sound, and so when we were forced to stay at home during the first lockdown because of the pandemic, we discussed about the fact that maybe we should do something, some home recordings, and do and do and re-release the album with a proper sound quality. Also, in that moment, we weren't able to travel to Germany to record our new album. It was already finished and all written by 2020, but we only were able to start recordings in 2021.
I
So
see. So
we invested this kind of time in doing a proper version of our very first album. In the end, I'm really happy about the result. Now you can still hear it's our first album, but at least it has a good quality of sound and recording stuff, so we're really
yeah, I
happy
think
about
this
the
is
result.
wonderful. I really wanted to highlight this about the first album now being re-released, because not only is better in quality, which I personally think that there is a lot of change. I can see the
Yeah.
drums. I don't know how many
Yeah.
things were new, but the drums look like more
Yeah,
powerful,
yeah, of
more
course. Now,
bombastic to me.
now we have a new drummer. Actually, is
Oh, it's
with
a
us
new drummer.
since
Okay.
seven years. But
Oh,
there was a different drummer on the first album, so we didn't change too much stuff in the song because we still wanted to sound like our first album. You know, we could have done a way huge work on the key arrangements too, but we didn't want to change that
yeah, the
album.
essence is the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see the
yeah,
essence
just
it
we
hasn't
just
changed.
wanted, yeah, we just wanted to improve the audio quality. That's all.
I see. And that's great. I'm sure everyone is very pleased for that. I'm one of those. Is there any plans for touring, or are you waiting for the album first to be
Yeah,
released?
yeah, we are waiting for the album, and most of the venue right now are fully booked, so that's actually not that much room left for
I see.
new tours to be planned. And also we also did have some offers for tours, but the condition were not that good, because nowadays it's really difficult to plan new tours, because not so many people are buying ticket in advance, because you know we have
Yeah,
been to 2 years of shitty stuff.
yeah,
So there's a lot of people having tickets still from 2020, and they
yeah,
don't want to buy new tickets, so the condition from the venues really lowered a lot, and we don't want to play on really bad conditions. So at the
yeah.
moment we are not looking. We will wait until we will have the new album. Actually,
I
we
see.
were supposed to do a European tour with Majestica last December, but you know, uh, then
Yeah,
the
many plans
pandemic,
were changed.
yeah, the pandemic took over again, and so we have to
Oh,
cancel the tour. So it's really messy still at the moment.
I
So
see.
we decided we just want to wait for the new album to have good numbers that can be something good for planning a tour.
I see. Touring goes along with new
Yeah,
material, and sometimes
absolutely.
not having the tour on your side, then it becomes a disadvantage, and you feel like you're
Yeah,
wasting time even.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why actually we delayed
Uh,
the album, because releasing an album right now without being able to do a proper tour, or at least a good number of shows, it will be a waste.
we will be patient, and we as fans
Yeah.
will remain patient as much as we
Thank
need.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know it's a long wait since the last album, but we promise it will be worth it.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. That I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
And we'll
Also, we
wait.
did records, not just the standard songs for an album, but we did record also alternative versions and more original songs that an actual album. So there will be
Wow.
plenty of music coming also after the release of the album. So
So this
we did
time
good.
gave you some new ideas.
Yeah,
I mean, did
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
have modify or maybe
Yeah,
inspired to new songs even?
yeah. Actually, we
Wow.
also added 2 new original songs. We also do some alternate version, like we recorded a song both in English and in Italian,
Oh,
and
wow.
we also recorded a cover song. So we had the chance to do more stuff than a standard album
More
recordings. Yeah,
creativity
yeah,
around. That's great.
yeah.
Any anecdotes that you would like to share about touring in the past time when you were with Kalidia, either with Kalidia or Walking Darkness?
Well, actually, with Walk in Darkness, we are just a studio project, so we never did
Oh,
any gigs, and
that's
mainly,
sad.
I think we will never do actually because it's really difficult to recreate this kind of atmosphere in
I
a live
see.
show. So it's just mainly a studio project. Well,
Okay.
with Kalidia, we actually played a lot of gigs around Italy, but also Europe during these years, and we actually have a lot of funny moment. Um,
Fine moments with
but
Kalidia.
yeah,
That's good.
actually, yeah. We had a lot of funny moments. I was thinking that's one in particular that always made me laugh because we went to a venue
Okay.
and the guys arrived first, and the venue owner was waiting for the plumbers because the toilet got broken.
Okay.
And as soon as the guys arrived, the
Oh.
owner was telling, oh, you are the plumbers, come over to the toilet, you have to repair it. And I was,
They
what the fuck, we are the
confused you.
musician.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah, and that was really fun. We are still making laughs.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. I wonder what he
Yeah,
really
oh
confused
my
you
god,
with.
oh my god.
You're the star
Yeah,
here.
yeah. And also another really fun
That's
experience
crazy.
we had 3 years ago, I think already. We went to play to the Isle of Wight in England, and there was this really kind of strange event. It was a Gothic circus, so there
Oh,
was a lot of fire makers, dancers,
oh.
burlesque stuff, lap
You mean like
dancers.
costumes, right? With
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Ah,
There was a lot of this
wow.
stuff, and so when we were playing, we had lap dancers, fire makers. It was really crazy,
Nice.
but we really enjoyed the
How
experience. So
cool.
it was
How
really
cool.
awesome.
Is there any impression that you have with the fans? Do you always do you have these meet and greet moments that you
Yeah,
have?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We are always actually doing meet and greets.
Oh, this is
Right
great.
after the show, you can always find Lydia at the merch table. We always
Oh, okay.
want to get in touch with the fans, so you
This
can
is
always
awesome.
find us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We really enjoy when people want to talk or get the
I
merch.
see.
So we're always at the merch table right
That's so
after
great.
our shows.
That's very nice of you guys. So about Walking Darkness, you say it's a project that is hard to project on stage. So will we ever see these guys behind their caps? We ever have a chance, we as a fans, or will this ever, this whole idea of darkness will always stay like this?
I think so. Yeah,
It's meant to
I
stay
think
that
so.
way. It's meant to
Yeah,
stay that way.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, it's meant to be.
And there is one question I have about Walk in Darkness. There is a
Yeah,
song called Walk Like Heroes. I think it's the name,
yeah.
Walk Like Heroes. And I always thought, maybe I'm wrong, but my impression is that Walk Like Heroes is like an anthem to the name Walking Darkness, because walking in darkness, the word darkness can mean so many things
Yeah.
for many people, I mean. And when I think like you guys, Walk in Darkness, I'm thinking Walk Like Heroes is what defines the best. Could that be?
Yeah. That could be. Actually, most of the songs of Walk in Darkness are about the human condition. So through our albums are discussing about the decay of the human condition through all the centuries and the years, but we still give a little hope that if we rise above these ruins, we will reborn and we will rebuild our society in a very good way. So Walk Like Heroes, yes, it's an anthem to to push people to be better, to be the heroes we need in this life, and yes, could be also referred to us.
So this is the darkness they refer, which is in what I see is like a sorry, the word is apocalyptic, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like apocalyptic, but with hopes, because you think apocalyptic, you think it's the end of everything, but you guys are like in between.
We're still giving a little hope to humanity, but we have to fight for this little hope. That's why our songs
it's very encouraging. It gives you encouragement.
We want to make people thinking about our condition and do their best to improve our condition.
I know people who likes Warcraft, and I had some friend asking me questions about it. Like, I don't happen to know a lot about Warcraft, but is there anything in particular that you can tell us to describe what does a fan of Warcraft will find there in the album?
It's not a concept album, so, and also the new one is not a concept album. We have a couple of songs inspired by two characters of the game, but inside the album you will also find other topics we really love. One of them is really mythology. Is really important for us. We really love Greek legends, and also we have some Egyptian one, and also history-based stories. So not always just one topic. We really like to have this frozen theme for the artwork, but it's not a whole Warcraft concept album. So
that was my impression, by the way. I thought, I even think I wrote it somewhere. I might have to edit that, because I thought it was the whole album. I mean,
I know it's confusing.
The game.
I know. I know it's confusing. The name is confusing.
As you get to hear every song, you realize that there is inspiration, but doesn't mean a concept album. I see. Are you willing to continue with this game inspiration in?
We have still some gaming songs on the new album, but also history based, mythology based. So the new album will be still in the same themes as the previous one.
That's great. Just one last question that I would like, a very ongoing question for all my all my guests. What sort of message would you give to someone who is either an aspiring musician, or is someone who is not a musician but would like to become one day? What would you recommend?
Well, you have to be a really strong person, because there's a lot of failure on the way to the success. So you need to be strong. You need to believe in yourself and the music you are doing. So please go on your way to the success, and be proud of everything you can achieve. And also listen to the advice from people that are in the music business since way more time than you. But be prepared for the worst and enjoy the best. That's my advice.
And about that, I wonder, was it hard for you to follow this path since early age?
Totally, because actually we didn't have any, we actually did this by ourselves. We didn't have any connection, but we were yes, talented, but still also lucky. You have to be in the right moment to meet the right person and to work with them. So it's not always only the talent that actually made it go through. So it was hard at the beginning to get listened by people. So we had to work a lot.
You did not have a lot of support at first, and then you had to find it somewhere.
In the very beginning, it was really difficult to build up a fan base
I
because
see.
you know we didn't have a label, we didn't have a proper promotion, we were doing everything by ourselves, so it was not so easy, but in the end we did it. So
Yeah,
it's
and you did not
possible,
give
but
up.
you have yeah, it's possible, but you have to work a lot
You
to
had to
make
work a lot.
things happen. Yeah,
I see. Well, thank you so much, Nicoletta, for your kind
you're
words and your
welcome.
time.
It was a
And
pleasure to talk with you.
so was mine, and so is mine, because I am this is the first time I talk to a female metal singer, who is also, to me, it's like it's a queen of metal. Every metal
Thank you.
woman is a queen of metal for sure. And so for this I'm thankful. Thank you so much. It's been
You're
a
welcome.
pleasure. And well, we will keep in touch for anything. I would
Of
love
course.
to continue whenever the
Yeah,
album
maybe.
is out
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
I
Of
would love
course,
to
we can do
continue.
something again when
All
the
right.
album will be out. Thank you so much for your time.
You have a wonderful
Bye.
day.